Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play... Whoops. I wasn't paused properly. You are watching me play... What is this game called? Solasta.
We'll talk after you're swearing in.
Okay. So don't talk to anybody yet, we need to go get sworn in. So, we started the game proper, we went through a couple of tutorials initially, also gave us like character introductions to our characters, which was cool. I'm going to go straight up the story path, because clearly none of these NPCs want to talk to me until I've done my main story path.
This place is magnificent.
Wow, it really is, isn't it?
I'm busy. Come back later.
Oh, interesting. The ones you can talk to have a little speech bubble above their head. Cool. That works. Not everybody is important enough to speak to, which makes sense. Oh, quite nice gardens, aren't they?
I never thought I'd get so close to the embassies.
I like the party dialogue too. That's a thing that exists.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look, is that
The princess?
She's got bad
Wait.
posture.
Is she leaving?
Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
Maid who empties her chamber pot.
The maid who empties her chamber pot. No, we're not as important as that. Perhaps her stable boy?
You thought it would be the princess?
She doesn't rule the council.
Doesn't she lead the council?
No. In this chamber, she's just another delegate. Lady Keene, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keene, oathkeeper of the council.
Pipe down.
And I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
We've been deputized, as it were.
Deputy.
Yeah, there we go, literally.
That's it.
Stop wasting time. What's the mission?
Well, a motivated deputy. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to.
Interesting.
We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The council wants a first-hand report.
Tell us about Captain Henrik.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer, more than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage, hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no-man's land, between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of
Interesting.
mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there, yet.
We're good to go.
Right, I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
The 5 council factions have representatives in Caer Kiflin. They can sell you equipment, spells, and many other things. The better your relationship with the faction, the more they have to offer, and the lower their prices. However, these factions are in competition with each other, which means you can't please them all. Various subquests will give you opportunities to impress your relationship with one faction or another. Keep an eye on the faction section of your journal. Press M, the map button, to open... Well, press the map button to open up the location on the map, which I assume is M. When the waypoint has been found, you can use it to fast travel to another place in the location. For now, you can use fast travel to return to the Gravekeep's cast. Understood. Okay. Oh, I see. That's a really cool map, by the way. It actually gives you like a 3D representation of it. So this is the cask. A couple of people in there you can talk to. Interesting. We have Party Stash, Annie Bagmorgan, the Scavengers, Circle of Dantar, Antiquarians, let's do some exploring, shall we? All that in here. To our eternal heroes, and then it's a list of a bunch of names. Patrons? It'll be patrons, right? I imagine. Because you go to the end here and you've got some numbered ones. Snork 78. Yeah, that'll be patrons, I imagine. Guy here to talk to.
Sun on your face, travelers.
Balance and harmony, chaplain.
Fair weather, faithful one.
We do require your services.
So here's a shop. Priest of Arun, Rogar Ardentfire. Potions of healing, which are quite expensive. Antitoxins are quite expensive. Scroll of Cure Wounds, quite expensive. Scroll of Thunderwave, quite expensive. Do we have like a party money? Yes. Our stuff is like party money. Good to know. Also, we leveled up by the look of it. Cool. Holy Symbol Crown. It's a spell focus. Interesting. See, I'm tempted. I want to buy this because then my mage can learn it. But at the same time, it's really expensive. I don't think I need to sell anything. Commoner's clothes, I guess. Do I care about commoner's clothes? I mean, he doesn't even buy them for anything, right? So, there should be a guy. Angry Bush, unknown content. I like the fact that the map shows me all these things. Cool. Priest of Marik. Mariak? I don't know how to pronounce this yet. There he is. Hello.
There's life yet, adventurers.
A Reiki smile on you.
Lady of Life, a follower of the goddess.
We do require your services.
Seems like they sell mainly the same kind of stuff. Damn. Raised Dead Scroll, that's powerful. I guess I can talk to Lord Karen again, see if he has anything interesting to say. I don't imagine so, but we'll see. Nope, he has literally nothing to say. He's gonna keep exploring. Nothing particularly of interest around here, by the look of it. Talk to this man over here.
Clear skies, my friends. Clear skies, my friends. Clear skies, my friends.
Clear skies, my friends. Cool, so we spoke to everybody we can up here. Let's head down, shall we? My next quest is level up, which I should do. Give myself more HP, apart from anything else.
Clear skies, adventurers. I am Chaplain Dallin Locke.
Hello. What do you do here?
I represent the Church of Einar, the god of valor and fidelity. We provide various services for those who need them.
And can pay for them.
Those who seek his healing are rarely poor.
Interesting.
We do require your services.
Same kind of thing. Sells some scrolls of some blessed scrolls, I guess we should say. But otherwise, nothing particularly interesting. You can click the map to make people run where you want them to go, which is cool. I'm going to talk to her and then we're going to level up.
The law provides, adventurers.
Law preserve us.
The owl watch over you, faithful one.
We do require your services.
We do require your services. Scroll of hold person. Bark skin. Scroll of identify. Ring of all words. Proficient in all languages. Jesus. Impressive. Impressive magic items they have here. Captain Verissa? Iron Shell. Let's go talk to her, shall we?
Stay in the light, citizens.
Cool. We have a major gate officer. Can't even talk to him, he's just blocking our way. Joriel Foxeye. Let's go talk to her. Then we want to talk to the lady in the middle of the town, and then keep going and exploring.
It's an honor.
Cool. Let's talk to the mayor, shall we? Mayor Kiaradith Brightspark.
I'm busy. Come back later.
Still busy. Good to know. Okay, fantastic. Let's level up. Let's start with Hunter, shall we? Oh, we have to take a long rest to level up. Makes sense. That's technically what you have to do normally. So I do need to take a long rest to level up. I say normally. That's what you have to do in D&D.
Come back later. I'm busy with the accounts.
I'm busy with the accounts. I don't want to explore this place as much as possible. City guard.
Stay in the light, citizens.
Einar guide you, deputies.
Explore this place as much as possible. I assume I can take a long rest in the inn.
Clear skies, citizens.
Lane ends. Interesting. Apparently that's a fast travel point. I don't know why you would want to fast travel here. Let's fast travel to Market Street, see how that works. Cool, that works.
I'm in the middle of something, sorry.
I'm in the middle of something, sorry. Alright, so let's head up here, I guess. Talk to her.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, sweet. So let's just go back into the tavern, I guess. Just an open tavern, interestingly. Unknown drunk, let's talk to the unknown drunk.
Go get killed in the Badlands.
Talk to this man. And I assume we talk to the innkeeper, he's like, hey, do you want a thing at night?
Clear skies, adventurers.
Nothing particularly interesting he has to say. Let's talk to the barkeep, shall we? I assume we were like, do you want a room for the night so you can take a long rest?
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
We need a room.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite?
Oh, it's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
Long rest. Okay, so. They're all full health, that's fine. Let's level up Hunter for starters. You've gained 10 hit points, so it auto-rolls them, that's cool. You've gained 1 additional hit die, and we have Action Surge. Fantastic. Relatively easy to level up a fighter. Level up my Cleric. 9 hit points. You've gained 1 additional hit point. And we get 1 first level spell slot. And we have Channel Divinity, Turn Undead, and Preserve Life, so we can make things run away. We can also restore 5 times your Cleric level to 1 or more allies within 6 cells. So I'm level 2, so 10 HP to 1 or more allies within 6 allies, up to half of the hit point maximum. Cool. Let's just prepare your spells to make sure. That's not necessarily what I want. I don't want Bane, I don't think. Then again, yeah, that's fine. Let's level up Zoe. 6 hit points, you've gained 1 additional hit die. Cunning action, you can now take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. Cool. Let's level up Sayola. 6 hit points, you have gained 1 additional hit die. Arcane Traditions, grant you specializations with certain kind of magic. Get 1 additional first spell slot, 2 spells to select, unlock class feature, Arcane Recovery. Yeah, so we just go next. Arcane Tradition. Classes provide a specialization when reaching a certain level, in the form of class archetypes. Archetypes have different names depending on their class. Arcane Tradition for wizards, martial archetypes for fighters, clerics select their divine domain at level 1. Each archetype offers a set of features and abilities which grant a unique flavor to the character and can radically change their playstyle. So we're not doing a Green Mage. Green Mage is like it's almost like a ranger? It's like a more magical ranger, effectively. The Lore Master is interesting. Advantage on history. Let's have a look. Shock Arcanist is the coolest. So when casting any of these, they just get cast at higher levels, so more damage. Also, add your proficiency bonus and int bonus to your evocation spell damage for 1 minute. Recharges after a long rest. That's cool. Level 6. So I think we're going Shock Arcanist because it's the coolest. We then get to select some more spells. So I kind of want to take Magic Missile, but at the same time I feel like I can learn it because I have a spell scroll for it. But we are going to take Magic Missile. And also Charm Person, I think. That'll do. And prepare spells. I don't need to prepare Detect Magic. So I'm going to go with Charm Person instead. The reason I don't need to detect magic is because my cleric can do it if need be. Cool. Buy some food for the journey, 0 of 4. Interesting, we like waited until nighttime before we... I guess you sleep for 8 hours, right?
Welcome to Gorim's Emporium.
Here you go, Gorim.
Are you Gorim?
That's me, the one and only.
Sound drunk. What do you sell?
What do you have to sell?
Everything you'll need for going out there into the Badlands. Food, ropes, torches, and of course armor and weapons. I also have some other stock like remedies and antitoxins. That can come in handy.
So general store, effectively.
Deep spiders.
Let's see what he wears. She does have a lot of things. Let's do this by category. Weapons. Do I particularly care about weapons? Probably not. Javelins are pretty cheap, 5 silver each. Not bad. Armor. Leather armor. Scale armor. Half plate. Chainmail. Plate armor for 1575. Sounds about right. It's what I expect. Hide armor. I think that's better than my leather armor that I've currently got, right? Is it worth actually buying, though? Actually, no, it's not better because it maximizes... I forgot about that. Studded leather is much better than hide. But, for 1 AC, it's not worth 47. Compound pouch, interesting. Food rations, we need some of that. That's what we actually need to buy. We have some crafting things. I have a herbalism kit. Scroll kit. She's got a scroll kit. I don't have like a poisoner's kit, it seems. Interesting. But we need ration patches. Conclude. Cool. So that did my journal up a bit. Secondary quests. Visit the magic shop. Visit Hugo Requa's magic shop. Pointless fast travel, but I'm going to do it anyway. Travel interrupted.
Deputies? A word, if you please.
So famous already. I love it. You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No, he pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least, most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
so cool that she was the one who said that?
She's not another lady or something.
Scavengers, eh? I never knew if they were legit or not.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
The Scavengers? They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire.
So, what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but...
I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
Interesting. Quick shopping. Near a merchant, you'll find a quick shopping interaction. This bypasses the discussion to instantly open the merchant interface. You can still talk to the NPC merchant if needed. In Solasta, you can craft various items. To do so, you need your proper equipment, ingredients, skills, and time. For magical items, sometimes you need to know spells. Crafting is performed while traveling once your party has set up camp, but is not yet sleeping. Characters can devote some time for their free time to working on their current crafting task. There are tools required for crafting: potions, herbalism kit, scroll kit, poisoner kit, enchant weapons and armor, manacle and rosary. You'll need to be proficient with these tools to use them. Even if you're proficient with a given crafting tool, you may still need specific skills to make successive checks against the recipe's DC. To craft potions, sometimes medicine is enough, but arcana is very useful. To craft poisons, medicine or nature is useful. To craft scrolls or enchant items, arcana is a must. Crafting requires ingredients you can be found while adventuring and gathering from flowers, bushes and rocks, and sometimes from dead creatures. Obviously, you can buy them from shops unless they are very rare. Enchanting requires primed items that have been magically prepared for enchanting by Manacolan Master Smiths, whose secrets were lost with the Cataclysm. Generally, a primed item will require a very rare additional ingredient to fulfill its potential. Finally, to craft an item, you need to know which ingredients to combine. These recipes can be learned by reading manuals or taught by masters. Solastan factions generally keep copies of recipes to sell them at good prices to their friends, but some can be found out there in the Badlands too. Once a recipe has been learned, all the party can use it. To start crafting, open your character's screen and click on the crafting tab. Simply select a recipe that is available to start. The progress bar will fill as you travel, and you will be notified. When the operation is over, you can launch another one if you want. Remember that if you cancel the crafting operation, the ingredients are lost. Interesting.
Hello. How may I help you?
What do you sell here?
Mostly potions for heroic adventurers like yourselves. I also have recipes for customers who like to craft their own. And ingredients too. Even rare flowers from the Badlands. Come back anytime. I'm almost always open.
Let's see what he has to sell. Flaming Bolt and Flaming Arrow. No armor. Lots of potions. Potion of Healing. Antitoxin. Potion of Invisibility. Different potion of invisibility. Potion of Climbing. Potion of Speed. Potion of Climbing. Potion of Flying. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. Goddamn. Potion of Frost Giant Strength. Potion of Fire Giant Strength. Scroll of Magic Missile. Bunch of stuff, really. Bunch of scrolls. Component braces. Interesting. Interesting. Bunch of gems. Scroll kit, herbalism kit. And then a bunch of other shit. Cool. Interesting, you can use Detect Magic on all of your parts. That's cool. Because he's a mage, so he knows... Ah, that's so cool. So you can pay him to detect magic on your items, see if any of your items are magical. That's so cool. So that's quick shopping. You click on the shop, rather than... Okay, I get you. So let's open my journal again. Visit Scavengers Hideout. You're up there. It's someone I've already spoken to a couple of times.
Ah, you came.
You piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
What help do you offer?
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council.
Okay.
Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor.
Do they go collect your loot?
To lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
Do they bring back all the loot?
Instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
I am straight up putting this guild type idea in every D&D game I ever play from here. It's a great idea. That's such a good idea. Do you sell healing potions?
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us anytime. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh, so this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
Fantastic idea for a fantastic idea for a guild. Unfinished biography, Dragon's Den advertisement. Handwritten handbook apparently used to draft a biography. The project seems to have cancelled after just a few lines. Fold up paper that looks like an advertisement. I mean, this is straight up stealing. It's nighttime though, and no one seemed to notice. So fantastic. This chest is yours to use. No one can loot it. You can stash up to 50 items inside it. Many adventurers use the scavenger service to store some of their stuff. Party stash. I could store some food in here, I suppose. Right? So how much do I actually have, food-wise? A lot. Like a lot of food. I can carry like 4 food and I'm good. I guess arrows we give to her. I guess I can just use more arrows, is the point? I don't think that there's any point to me keeping my commoner's clothes, is the thing. Like, is there a point to this? Same as this, I don't need all of these. 5 is probably fine. All these torches that I'm probably never going to use, because most of my characters have dark vision. I've probably sped this up, by the way. Alright, so, let me check crafting here, because it gave me the tutorial before. Okay. So if we go to my inventory, let's look through all this stuff, shall we? Draft Biography, Memoirs of a Shadow Tamer by A. Merton, 1022 AC. There's only a handful of brave, I assume after Cataclysm, there's only a few handful of brave explorers, the first ever since the Fall, to cross the mountains to the Old Empire. Their names, Kay, Annie, Betty, Arwen, Sven, Rihanna, and Hector. Together they were stronger than all the monsters of the Badlands. Long before the Copperhead Road was found, they knew the path, the tunnels from Margath to Manacalon. They brought back an old book with teachings of how to enchant primed weapons and sold it to a dwarf lord of the Gormsdottir clan, which will be Gorm's daughter, I assume. That was the start of it all. Soon all eyes turned to the Badlands. The thirst for the foreign secrets of the Old Empire was growing. The rest is scribbled. Interesting. And this is an advertisement, apparently. By which I mean advertisement. The Dragon's Den, grand opening. Come one, come all. Join us on the 23rd of May for the grand opening of the Dragon's Den, Galavan's newest tavern, eatery, and bordello. Enjoy one of 10 different ales, or perhaps a vintage cask of wine, from our cellar while you enjoy a rack of meat and freshly baked bread. Need to satisfy a hunger of a different kind? Take a look at what we have to offer upstairs. Fancy a stout dwarf to rub out your tensions? We have 3 to choose from. Prefer something a little pointier with a slender frame? We have you covered with the fairest elven beauties in the land. We even have a halfling if you're not into that sort of thing. In celebration to our grand opening, we will also have a very special guest performer from 21:12 until closing time. 12 past 9, that's I guess because of the reverse nature of that. The famous bard Neil Beart will be giving a rare solo performance all the way from the Principality. Other opening day activities include axe throwing hosted by Runglia Silverbeard. Yes, we even have a bearded lady. Tarot reading by Aelrindel the Wise. Battle chess tournament, much, much more. We are located on the eastern edge of town, just past the town apothecary. And finally, a short poem from Lord Astaroth, a renowned battle mage, and our sole proprietor. Satin velvet, dirty lace, naked glee on every face. Whoops. Open up your inner desires as you lay there by the fire. All are welcome here, without worry, regret, or fear. So pull up a chair and sit up straight. Some might even say it's fate. Oh, my beautiful lady, so fair, slim, and shady. I'll meet you upstairs, after I trims these pesky nose hairs, in the Dragon's Den, by Lord Ashtoth Darkbane. Cool, I guess. I don't know the point of these, but I have them. So that's a thing. Cool. No, the reason I came into my inventory in the first place is I wanted to learn some of these recipes, right? So crafting scroll of cure wounds. Read. To craft the scroll of cure wounds, you require blood daffodil and magnesium. Simple enough. I'll keep my scroll of revivify there. There we go. Crafting basic poison. Let's read this as well. To craft the basic poison, you require Scarn Powder, Blood Daffodil, Galvian Amaranth, and Angry Violet. Antitoxin. There we go. And you have a couple. Scroll of Magic Missile. Read that. Magnesium, Angry Violet, Gavalian Amaranth. And Potion of Greater Healing. Or just a Potion of Healing. Magnesium, Angry Violet, Gavalian Amaranth. Natural Pearl with 100 gold pieces. This is good because it lets me cast Identify, I believe. Which is why that's useful. Notebook. I did not want to drop that. Sure, for now. Alright, so, now I've read all those things, if we go to crafting... makes sense. So I have a +3 to my crafting bonus here. If I want to make Cure Wounds or Magic Missile, but if we go to her, I have +6. Interesting. So she is currently my better crafter. I need smith tools to be able to make these, so I guess I can buy some smith tools to make some arrows? Or an arrow? I guess I probably always want an arrow being made, right? Interesting. I also want to see... I'm probably fast-forwarding through a bunch of this, but if I give you... Ordinarily I should be able to do this, right? But... Yes, it's not my spell list, so I can't do it. Baldur's Gate 3 lets you do that. It's kind of broken. You can put, like, a spell that's not on your spell list into your thing and learn it, which is silly. Alright, so let's just check. Secondary quests. Speak to Captain Henrik. I mean, I need to go to KLM to find Captain Henrik anyway, but let's track this and see where it takes us. So I should be able to leave now, I imagine? I've never gone this way. I guess this is the exit, isn't it? Leave the area, yes. So my timer, we've been here for like 44 minutes, but I'll have cut some of that down a bunch. A bunch of it is just me learning. Use arrow keys to explore the map. Click on a destination to plan your travel. The party will take some time to get there. While en route, adventurers can gather food by foraging or hunting. They can also find crafting ingredients and encounter travelers, remarkable locations, or even monsters. A slow pace lets you move cautiously, trying to remain hidden from monsters. A normal pace is faster but riskier. A fast pace is the quickest of all, but can be dangerous. Rangers will be very useful while in their preferred terrain, and you will find more food and less likely to be surprised by monsters. You can set up travel so you don't need to micromanage your party. Whenever someone can level up, a long rest can be started immediately without finishing the day's travel. When a crafting task is complete, you can set a new one without losing time. You can open the post-rest window after a long rest, for instance, to modify your prepared spells. Cool. So... big map. Lots of places to go, I suppose. Let's head to KLM Outpost. We'll go at normal pace, it'll take us 3 days. Oh, that's cool. Cast the Good Berry spell when a long rest starts. Cast the Create Food spell when a long rest starts. That's really useful. Let's interrupt. Yeah, that's fine. Let's start traveling. Tutorial travel routine. Your heroes normally plan their travel so they're always fit and ready for anything. This routine requires them to travel no more than 8 hours a day and leaves enough time to eat and sleep, and for the other activities such as crafting, talking, playing games, playing an instrument, and praying. Sometimes the normal routine will be interrupted and your heroes will need to travel while they should be resting. This will add fatigue and may lead to exhaustion. Adventurers know how to push themselves temporarily and then return to their normal routine, limiting camping activities to get more rest so that fatigue is reduced. Okay, Kolga manages to collect crafting materials. Angry Violet, the party do not find any food. The party meets a band of pilgrims on their way to the Inarium. The party sets camp. Zoe prays. Kolga plays a game of skill with stones. A group of hostile creatures has managed to surprise you. 4 bandits. Cool. This is amazing, by the way. I love this so much. Surprise round on us is unfortunate. Very high initiative, however. Surprise attack. You have been surprised while camping. You must fight off the attackers before you can leave. Having been surprised, you cannot take any action during the first round of the battle. Don't hold back your spells and powers, so you'll finish the long rest after the battle, so pull all your strength into the fight survival. Let's let your character wait for a specific condition, for readying an action. Interrupting characters. Encounter the magic, you can ready an attack depending on your character and your equipment and abilities. You can use a bonus action and still use ready and action. This automatically ends your turn. You can use shortcuts to switch your equipment. You have 3 weapon configuration shortcuts by default. The last shortcut is your light shortcut. It uses the 3rd configuration that includes a torch and any other light source. If you have the light cantrip in your spell list, the light button will cast it immediately. Cool. You can change your shortcuts in your inventory, drag and drop a weapon, shield, or other items. Cool. Two bandits over here. Highwaymen. I'm glad that was a dash. Makes sense it was a dash, it was a pretty far distance, but I don't particularly want them attacking my, attacking my mage. Okay, round 2. So. Get here. Let's attack this guy.
You cannot defeat me.
We may as well action surge immediately. Bad roll, unfortunate. Okay. Right. I think, yeah, I just attacked this guy, honestly. cunning action, disengage. Let's get to here.
You lose.
Surround these bandits and hopefully try and make them run away. Ugh. They're attacking my fighter. Good. Nice. My mage is finally going to get a turn. I don't know why. Can I not cast a spell because I don't have that equipped? No, that's my bonus action. I see. So there's my cast a spell. There we go.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo.
Nice. Get the hell away and hide. Because you're a wizard and you're squishy and I don't want you to die. Right up here. And let's do an attack. So here are my spells that I can actually cast. But I need a, I need my feet to be able to do it, because I'm currently carrying a shield. So let's just attack for now.
You can't win.
And end turn. Missed him. Unfortunate. Cunning action, disengage. Nice. Finishing your long rest. After a night attack, you can safely go back to sleep and complete your long rest. To do so, simply click on the campfire. All your characters will receive the benefits of the long rest as normal. A cleric of the Oblivion domain with peaceful rest will not be surprised in future. This time it was for the purpose of explaining the rule. Understand? I guess we can loot these guys, right? Oh, is this all of their loot? It is. Interesting. Oh, I think it's because he's close to a bunch of these, is why it works. Because he's, like, close to all of them. I mean, if I just go loot all... I don't think there's anything else in this camp area. I think I'm just been ambushed, right? So there's nothing specifically that it gives me, so I can just go back to sleep. But, if we go into the inventory... This is all the crap that I picked up. I probably want to share the load, as it were. So I don't think this is... There's a point to this, right? I think I can... split this stuff up pretty well. And it won't matter, but... It's interesting because, chainmail is heavy. Very heavy. So if I put this on the ground... Alright, so there's chainmail on the ground, right? How does one convey the scavengers? Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I don't know how the Scavengers works. We'll see, I guess. We'll leave that chainmail on there and see if the Scavengers pick it up and sell it. Yes, resume camping. I think we're good. Resume. The party did not find any useful ingredients, party did not find any food. Works on martial arts training exercises. Interesting. You can always interrupt your travel manually by pressing the interrupt button. You can then click on a character's portrait to open their inventory and possibly start a new crafting activity, change equipment, or check anything you like. And then we do the resume button. So if I go interrupt... I can do crafting, I guess? If I had the stuff, which I don't, but... Okay, so you can just start a crafting. Okay, that's fine. Got a wild hair. Wow, this place does not look good.
So that's Kerlem. We're almost there. It's just up the hill. It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
True. Let's keep our eyes open.
Cool. I think with that, we're going to save and exit, because it's now been an hour of me recording. We'll see whether or not that translates to an hour-long video. I think there'll be enough for me to cut out that it won't be that much of an issue. But we should be able to save, I think. Yep. Episode 2 saved. But if you liked that video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching. And I shall see you next time, where we're going to go explore Kerlem, I suppose. And potentially find a new ally? Should be fun. See you guys.